Yeah. Do you feel it, baby? I can too. Boom, 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 boom. Come on, swing it. Come on, swing it. Come on, swing it. Come on, swing it. 1, 2, 3. Now wake up for the payoff.
It's such a good vibration. I drop with no trepidation. It's such a good vibration. I'll type my great sensation.
Here comes the purple team. Purple people, purple people, purple people, purple people, purple people, purple people. Give a big Kresge welcome for the purple team.
Hi, everybody. There are approximately 10 million Parkinson's patients in the world today. And over 70% of these patients experience tremors, the involuntary shaking or trembling of the extremities. In many cases, tremors can get severe enough that patients lose the ability to accomplish daily tasks, such as cutting their food, tying their shoes, or signing their name. It is for these patients that we developed our device, Animo, a wearable device that uses vibration therapy to help reduce tremors. This is Michael, a 56-year-old Parkinson's patient with severe tremors on the right side of his body, especially in his right hand. Since developing tremors, Michael struggles with fine motor skills such as turning a screwdriver, buttoning his shirt, and writing. And he has to depend on his family to help him operate his construction business. Also, since developing a tremor, Michael has taught himself to paint and to draw with his non-dominant left hand. Michael is here with us today to help demonstrate Animo. Would you please join me in welcoming him to the stage? Hi, Michael.
How are you?
Thank you so much for being here today.
You're welcome. You're very welcome.
What was it like learning to paint and to draw with your non-dominant hand?
The best way I can describe it is if each and every one of you go home tonight and try and brush your teeth with your non-dominant hand for about a week, and at the end of the week you still won't be comfortable, you know it's a process. It takes time.
Would you mind showing us what it's like drawing with your right hand?
Absolutely.
Michael will be drawing a spiral, which is a test that doctors use to diagnose Parkinson's disease. Now Michael has Animo. He puts the device on using the Velcro straps. And when he wants to begin the stimulation, he presses the button on the top of the device. Animo cycles through multiple different vibration settings and assesses Michael's tremor at each of those settings, and then chooses the optimal one with the best results. This way, Michael will be able to draw with much more control. was awesome.
Thank you.
Animo is a device that works when patients wear it and have it turned on. When Michael finishes drawing, he presses the button on the top of Animo to turn off the stimulation. Then, at the end of the day, he puts Animo back on the charger, which has built-in magnets to make it quick and easy to plug in. Michael, what did it feel like when Animo was turned on?
When it's turned on, it feels like I used to feel like I don't have Parkinson's disease. It's an amazing, amazing feeling, and I feel this would be super beneficial to me in everyday task. It's just an amazing, amazing product, and I'm so fortunate to be here tonight. Thank you.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you later.
All right.
Parkinson's causes tremors, which decreases fine motor control. Animo uses vibrations to stimulate nerves in the wrist. This stimulation creates a feedback loop, which tricks the brain into thinking that the wrist is already tremoring. As a result, the brain sends fewer signals to induce tremors, thus increasing the fine motor control of the patient. Recent research done at the University of Freiburg and University College London has indicated that vibration therapy can be beneficial in mitigating tremors. This research was supported by the Emma Watch research device, which uses vibrations similar to those of Animo to stimulate the wrist. However, the Emma Watch was tuned to one specific patient at one specific time. This is not ideal because Parkinson's patients exhibit a wide range of tremor frequencies. In fact, an individual patient's tremor may change over the course of the day and over the course of their disease progression. Animo uses an autonomously adaptable software to solve this problem. The patient turns on Animo with the press of the button, and it cycles through different vibration frequencies, at each point assessing the impact that this frequency has on the patient's tremor. After this initial assessment is complete, Animo selects a frequency that was the most beneficial for that specific patient at that specific time. In designing the mechanical components of Animo, patients were our #1 priority. The on-off switch is a button that is large and centered on the device, making it easy to interact with. We placed the vibration motors in a leather band and fitted the electronics into a sleek, polished aluminum housing. These two components together make it so the patient doesn't feel necessarily like they're wearing a medical device and is able to feel more like they're wearing a designer watch or a piece of jewelry. The Velcro clasp mechanism makes it easy for patients to put the device on, and the magnetic charging makes plugging it in fast and simple.
Parkinson's patients can learn about Animo by talking to their physician or neurologist. But before patients can start to use Animo, we'll need to go through clinical trials as well as obtain FDA approval as a Class 1 medical device. Throughout our first year, we will be running clinical trials, at which point we will also be collecting tremor data in order to improve Animo's software for all patients. We estimate that this will cost $1.5 million, but we plan to apply for grants and partner with organizations such as the American Parkinson's Disease Association and the Michael J. Fox Foundation to make this possible. After we finish running clinical trials, we'll begin the process of FDA approval, which we expect to take between 6 and 12 months. We hope that Animo will be available to patients by the beginning of our third year, 2020, at a provisional price of $300. However, the most important thing is for us to get FDA approval so that we can get Animo into the hands and onto the wrists of the 7 million Parkinson's patients with tremors as quickly as possible.
We developed Animo to return fine motor skills and independence to Parkinson's patients everywhere. You've seen the impact that Animo will have on Michael's life. We are incredibly excited to build on that technology so that we can share vibration therapy with Parkinson's patients across the world. Thank you.